A journalist turned author born in the United States to Syrian parents is in Dallas to discuss immigration and human rights. This comes after at least 6 people were killed in Syria following another round of airstrikes. And this despite the United Nations Security Council's unanimous approval of a resolution demanding a 30-day ceasefire across that war-torn country. Fox 4's Natalie Solis spoke with her about her hope to give North Texans more reasons to care about the Syrian conflict.
Well, Clarice, North Texas has become home to hundreds of Syrian refugees since 2015 until the travel ban took effect. Those refugees are finding safety and stability here, but they're still weighed down by worry and fear for those they left behind.
I had always wanted to write a book about Syria, but the reality was there was never a market until the country began to come apart.
Author Alia Malek finding her words, her insight into the Syrian conflict have more importance than ever. Sunday, airstrikes on a rebel-held Damascus suburb hospitalized Syrians with signs of chlorine gas exposure. More than 500 people have died there since last week.
In the United States, we are kind of more comfortable with taking action than taking responsibility. And so, you see a gas attack and all of a sudden Trump bombs an airfield. Okay, that's taking action, but taking responsibility is much more complicated, much more difficult, and something that I think if we really want to take ourselves serious as a nation of laws and a nation of values is going to require some extensive retrospection.
For research, the Syrian-American journalist and former civil rights attorney walked alongside refugees making the long, harsh journey from Greece to Germany. Refugees like Rasha Sultan and her young children who escaped to Jordan, then resettled in North Dallas in 2016 before the travel ban took effect.
We had a home, we had a job, we had everything, then you have to leave everything and move on to another country.
The International Rescue Committee helped her family start over.
I would encourage anyone here to put themselves in a Syrian family's shoes who had a very successful, happy life in a country that they love, and to see that fall apart.
Malek adds, Syria isn't just a humanitarian crisis, but a lesson for all nations.
It's not that hard to conceive of societies coming apart in terms of social fabric, and I think there are lessons to be learned, and the way to make that story accessible to people is to sort of put them in the skin of the people who are living it now.
Malek won the Hyatt Prize from the Dallas Institute of Humanities and Culture for dedicating her life's work to humanitarian efforts. She speaks this evening at the Institute in Uptown.